Jeff Behrman is the head coach of the Union football team. They're home on Saturday. It's the home opener. 1 o'clock, it's Coast Guard, and should be a rockin' house with family and friends and everybody in a home game. Hopefully nice weather. We hear it will be, and I got to believe that Bailey Field will be rocking. The head coach joins us here for a few minutes on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Roger. Thanks for having me.
Ready to, it's always nice to get home right after you opened up with a tough one last week on the road. Get the boys home and get ready to roll in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, it's exciting. Definitely beginning of the season, home opener, be home. Obviously a long trip last week up to Bangor, Maine. First day of classes were yesterday here, so a lot of excitement here on campus.
Hey, how's the quarter? Let's go right to the quarterback, right? The guy who runs the show, and Nick Cascione has taken over the reins this season. What were your thoughts of his week one performance against Hassan, and your general thoughts about him moving forward in this season, Coach?
Yeah, I think thing about Nick is he's he had some injuries last year. We've gotten him back healthy right now. He's grown a lot, just as a person and as a quarterback here in the first year that I've been here. So I think he's really become a student of the game and has developed his thought process and processing ability on the field, which has been great. So very excited about how he's developing right now and looking forward to him having a good game Saturday.
Hey, Coach, Chris Honorato here with Roger as well. Year two, I'm sure the first year, for the most part, is a feeling out process. Everybody wants to win every single game. That's always the objective. But in year two, I'm assuming there's a higher level of comfort with you and your staff and players. And so now how do you kind of gauge success this season, knowing you're still trying to grow this thing?
Yeah, obviously, as you alluded, it is a process. I mean, one thing, when you do go through something one time and you start it up the second time, there is definitely more of a comfort level. But as is, I think I said on media day, you really got to stay on top of all the little things. Don't get too complacent with what's going on. Still trying to teach these guys that winning all the little moments every single day will add up to the big things here in the end. Expectation-wise is I want to see a team that gets better and better each and every week. I don't want to see us take steps back. We just got to continue to take steps forward from a week-to-week basis.
You got a big boy in the backfield in Connor Kinzelman. Had nearly 1,000 yards rushing last year. Going to give him the ball a few times on Saturday, I would expect.
Oh yeah, he'll get the ball. I mean, he's definitely our guy. I think he carried it 27 times this past Saturday, which is more than he carried it in games last year. And we explained that to him going into this season, and he prepared himself very well. That it wasn't going to be a two-man show like it was last year. He was the guy, and he had to prepare himself physically and mentally for that. And he did a great job. So looking forward to getting him on the field again Saturday too.
Now he has some good pedigree, right? With the great Tom Arcidiacono, the All-American and former Union star.
Absolutely, yeah. I believe they're half brothers there, and it's great to have Tom still in the program and be involved with us with our Gridiron Club, and have him be a local presence here for us as well.
You got anybody who can block up front in that offensive line? We talk about, can the Giants win this week? They can if they block for Eli and protect him a little bit. To me, it's the most underrated position because you can have the great skilled players and a great quarterback. You can't protect them, and you can't open holes for your running backs. You're in for a long day.
Yeah, no doubt. It definitely is the most underrated position in all of sport. They certainly don't get the credit that they deserve. The game starts and ends with them. I mean, basically they set the tone, and that goes for both lines, offensive line and defensive line. Last week we started. We lost 7 seniors last year, and last week we started 1 senior, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen, and I thought they held their own very well. We'll probably mix in a few more freshmen, or a couple more freshmen this week in this game. Just trying to gain experience and continue to develop these guys.
In addition to Connor Kinzelman, Packy Brown of Burnt Hills had a nice season opener last week for you as well, Coach. Talking with Jeff Behrman, Union head coach here on Big Board Sports 104.5 The Team. Coach, let's look at Coast Guard. What does this team do well that you're preparing for trying to get your first win of the season Saturday?
Yeah, I think when you look at them, they're a typical academy program where you would expect them to play hard and physical. There's no quit in them when you watch them. They had their opening game last Thursday against Alfred State and won 34-7. I think they're a very well-coached team. Offensively, they're going to spread you out and try to chuck the ball around a little bit. So they're going to test our eyes in the secondary and make sure that we're staying to our responsibilities. And defensively, I think they do a great job of really putting some pressure on the offense. I mean, they're a little undersized, but they play hard and they play fast. They play a lot of guys, which means they're fresh and they're coming on the field ready to go. They're gonna give us some fits up front, especially with the young offensive line. So we just have to keep it simple and be smart with it.
Well, Coach, good luck. And just to let you know, you have become a household name here on 104.5 The Team ESPN Radio. We have it down that it is Behrman, like B-E-A-R.
We've known that from day one.
You got
that from day one.
That's it right there.
So, Jess, you make sure you tell all Eric McDowell and the sports information guys, we're on this. We know.
You got it. That's why I'm on with you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you.
Thanks,
his
Jeff.
name is tricky because when you first look at it, it's spelled B-E-H-R-M-A-N.
Yeah, but the H gives... Listen, there's a very famous paint company out there. B-E-H-R. How do you pronounce it? Bear.
Bear. All right. Well,
right? Come on.
When we will have Jeff Behrman on with us each week before their home game, and it's Coast Guard at 1 o'clock. Good luck to Union.